Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jackie and this is the Jackie and the Leafstock channel where we talk about houseplants. Today's video is part 2 of my houseplant tour, and I'm going to be showing you all of the plants that basically do not fit inside of my bedroom. I'm also going to be showing you some of the plants that live outside on my porch. So part 1 is already up on my channel. I will leave it linked in the description and in the cards. And yeah, part 1 is basically showing you all of the plants behind me, so go check that video out if you haven't already watched it. And before we start the video, I also have an Instagram. If you want to follow me along on there, I post daily content, so it's at Jackie and the Leafstock. I will also leave that in the description below, so if you want to go see daily plant and Jackie content, you can follow me on there. But without further ado, let's get into part 2 of the houseplant tour. Okay, so the rest of my plants live in this kitchen area, and these are 4 west-facing windows. So we'll start off here. This is my newest plant that I brought home, and I am obsessed. It was $20, but I can't even, you can't even move the leaves with how full it is. It is beautiful. It is so full. So this is an Enjoy Pothos, and this is the newest one to my collection, and I'm obsessed. I wish you guys could see how full this is. It's beautiful, and it's sitting right there because I technically put all my isolation plants here because it's technically not too close to the rest of the plants. But yes, that is the new beautiful baby. $20, can't beat that. And then right next to it, this is my Monstera Addisonii that I showed you guys in my October haul. Yeah, so it is looking a little wonky right now. This is not my favorite setup of it, but it has put out new growth. I don't really have any concerns about it. It is just a big full baby. I hope to one day put it on a trellis, but for right now, it's sitting in this corner because I don't like to give any of my Addisonii any direct sunlight. So it's in a west-facing window, but no direct sun. So right next to the Monstera Addisonii is my Monstera deliciosa. I recently repotted this into a 12-inch terracotta pot. It's given me 1 new leaf since then. I don't know if I can show you. It's still hardening off, but yeah, I actually chopped some of the bottom leaves off too. Some of the bottom leaves are dying off, but I'm not too concerned. But I'm going to show you my favorite leaf of all time is this one. This is the most mature. You can see the middle fenestrations, but this is the most mature leaf. And this one also has a middle fenestration. But yeah, I'm excited to see its growth. I'm going to show you its crazy aerial roots. Excuse my dog. The roots on this thing, the aerial roots are crazy, and I can constantly see that it's growing. But yeah, these are all the aerial roots. Pretty crazy. I would say this is the fuller side, but it 100% lives here all the time and has for the past couple months. In the summertime, I would move it a little bit further away from the window because it would get so hot, but this is my big mama Monstera deliciosa. These 3 top leaves are all new. She did stop growing for me for a second, and I was a little concerned, but I think it was just too hot during the summer. But now she has put out 3 new leaves, and I got her when she was really small. We bought her at the local HEB, and I'm gonna insert a picture if I can find it of what it looked like. But yeah, she's still not the tallest and she hasn't branched yet, but Still a gorgeous growing baby. Okay, so right next to my fiddle is a bird of paradise, and it has put out, I believe, 4 to 6 new leaves since I brought it home at the beginning of summer. I picked this up at a local Home Depot, and you can see this is one of the newest leaves that hardened off, and it has a new growth coming in right here. So that's super exciting. It is actually 2 stems, so this is 1 stem and then this is another stem. But I'm gonna try to show you guys the roots because it was sitting pretty wonky in the planter, and I was wondering why, but I'm gonna show you why. And then this is my last plant in the kitchen area. This one is pulled a little further back, but this is my white butterfly Syngonium, and it is so full. There are some dying leaves because I usually wait way too long to water this, but I already repotted it once and it needs to be repotted again because the roots on this are also crazy. I take propagations from it like crazy. So I moved it around to show you, but this is, you know, this should be staying here, but it's not because I don't have anything to hold it up. But yeah, I've taken like a million cuttings from this thing and it still keeps continuing to grow. So I love this one. It's an easy plant to unintentionally neglect and it still be good. And last but not least, I have this Fattonia. So this is a green Fattonia. I purchased this a long time ago from a local nursery, and it has a couple crisping leaves. I really neglect this one to like the fullest, like 100% neglect, and when I water it, it comes back to life. So I like this section because it's basically whiter than the other parts. But yeah, this sits on the coffee table in the living room and just gets a little bit of light from a west facing window. Okay, so these are my outdoor plants. I only have a couple out here. Well, one because it's cold now since winter is here, but I have this snake plant. I think it's a Robusta. I picked this up at Home Depot towards the end of summer. And then I have this umbrella or Cheflara plant that my cousin actually gifted to me last Christmas, and it has grown so much. So these are the 2 babies. The snake plant sometimes I move, but yeah, she has a bunch of like puppies and side growth. But these are 2 of my outside plants. So this is another group of plants that I have outside. These are all of my propagations. So I have a Tradescandia zebrina here, Monstera addisonii, Brazil philodendron, Hartley philodendron. I have about 3 or 4 of those. I have Enjoy, Pothos, some more addisonii, some of that butterfly Syngonium that I showed you guys. Yeah, more butterfly Syngonium. I have golden pothos too. So these are all of my wonderful little propagations, and I'm just trying to get them some sun since it's been a little cloudy and depressing. They haven't gotten that much sun, and I had to move them into the garage, but I consider these part of my collection because I have to care for them just as much as any of the other plants. But yeah. And last but not least, this little one sits on my potting table that is currently a mess, so I'm not going to show you, but it's a variegated or white Cheflara plant. I picked this up at Walmart during the summer for like $3, something crazy like that. It was a little bit of a learning curve with this one, to be honest. I think I was giving it too much sun during the summer, but those white parts are just so cute. All right, so that's all for my houseplant tour. Those are all of the plants that are currently in my possession. And all of my little propagations too. I'm very proud of my propagations, and I hope that they just continue to grow and survive this winter, and that eventually one day they will become big, luscious plants. But that's it for today's video. If you haven't checked out part 1, it's linked in the description. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, for tuning in, for liking, for commenting, subscribing. Thank you so much, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.